Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that, and also if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2023 related video here on my channel, and another video that I am filming on a bit of a whim. I thought that I would sit down and talk a little bit about my plans for the channel over the next 2 weeks or so, and also a little bit about what the current state of play is with regards to Saturday the 13th of May, 2 weeks from now, at the time of recording this video you're watching now, because I will be in Liverpool when the grand final is happening. I will be on the pier head with my friend Peter in the Eurovision village. And I've been speaking to him quite regularly. I saw him earlier today. We're meeting up again very soon. We'll be talking very frequently about what we're going to be doing on that day and all of that jazz. And I thought that I would relay some of that information back to you, because this is a little bit different this time around. Usually I'm sitting here in my room watching the results come in on television, but this year it's different. I'm going to be surrounded by strangers from all corners of Europe in a city I've never been before, watching the results come in on a big screen. So how is that going to work in terms of maybe getting a video out there, etc, etc. I will explain as much as I can in this video. As always, you're very welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss by leaving a comment. You're very welcome to leave a like, share the video, all of that good stuff is much appreciated. And as always, there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you want to. First things first, on a side note, this, you can't really see it, but it's the official Eurovision 2023 CD, which I pre-ordered a couple of weeks ago for a very reasonable price, I must say. I had this delivered to a local music shop because that way I didn't have to pay for the postage and packaging. But yes, it turned up and it was collected by my brother earlier today. CD 1, you can't really see this, but it is yellow, and then CD 2 is blue. And of course it's got all of the songs on it, absolutely. Begins with Albania, finishes with Ukraine. Lovely stuff. And I have all of the official Eurovision CDs. I put a picture up of them on my social media pages earlier today. You may well have seen it. And it's the first Eurovision CD that has a predominantly yellow cover. About time too. Maybe next year, if Finland win, for example, it will be a predominantly green cover to match the puffy green sleeves that Karja wears for Cha Cha Cha. Anyway, tomorrow is the 30th of April, and the first rehearsals begin at the Liverpool Arena ahead of this year's competition. Alessandra for Norway will take to the stage first, and we're going to be seeing very short snippets of those rehearsals on TikTok. Oh joys, ladies and gentlemen, very similar to last year. It is what it is. People will be judging them left, right and centre. There's no doubt about that, but we can't really judge them because we're not going to be hearing or seeing very much at all. These clips will be interspersed with sort of backstage things and maybe a little bit of chat with the artist or artists in question. So we're not going to be able to really gauge much as to what's going on stage. But there will be behind the scenes photos, of course, and they'll be of more use. A lot of people are very excited to see Loreen and what her staging is going to look like. Yes, I'm excited too, I suppose, but at the same time, I'm not really caring that much. Her staging will be whatever her staging will be. Do you see what I mean? I'm not really more excited for her staging than anybody else. If anything, I'm more excited to see what Alessandra is bringing to the table for Norway, whether it's going to be exactly the same as her MGP performance. I'm excited to see the Dutch staging, the Swiss staging, arguably more than Sweden. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. The first rehearsals begin tomorrow, and my plan is to film a video once all of the semi-final 1 participants have rehearsed for the first time, and I've seen those TikTok clips. So that will probably be on Monday. Yes, because I think we're also getting some semi-final 2 participants rehearsing on Monday. The rehearsal schedule seems a bit more crammed in than in previous years. Okay, whatever, fine by me. The more the merrier, I suppose. So I think next week I'm going to be filming a few videos, sort of once every 2 days. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, next Sunday perhaps, going through the rehearsal clips that we've had so far. And when the second rehearsals begin, which will be on YouTube, and it will be a clip of the rehearsal, as it will look on TV, of course, the as performance clip, if you see what I mean. Yes, let me just sort my light out here. We can judge those a little better, and I'll probably be ranking those on my blog, which leads me on to another point in just a moment. And that will be our first opportunity to really see and feel what it's going to be like on the actual stage, on the big night in question, of course. As for the week of the contest itself, bear with me because I know I'm starting to ramble here. On the Monday, I did cover this in a previous video, but I will cover it again now. On the Monday, I will film a video, all being well, which is my prediction for the semi-final 1 results, my preview of semi-final 1 as well. That prediction will have been made in advance. In fact, I'm already working on it, but things are likely to change a little bit or quite significantly over the next 7 days. On the Tuesday, I'll be sitting here filming my reaction to the results of semi-final 1. On Wednesday, a review of semi-final 1, a preview of semi-final 2, and my prediction of semi-final 2. On the Thursday, sitting here reacting to the semi-final 2 results as they come in. On the Friday, a reaction maybe of sorts to the grand final running order. A review of semi-final 2, a preview of the grand final, and a very rough prediction for the grand final results. And I'll talk about how I came to make that prediction and everything as well. Then on the Saturday, there won't be a video from me, and this is what's different in comparison to previous years, because I'll be in Liverpool. Now, the absolute intention is to get some footage on my friend's phone, because it's better than mine, and at some point when I'm back here, stitching all of that footage together into some sort of vlog. How many clips there will be, I don't know. Will there be a reaction to the results? I really don't know. Hopefully so. I'm going to be talking to my friend Peter about this very soon. He seems to think that I could film plenty, as much as I like, and it's all good. So we'll see what happens on the day. But I'd like it to be sort of an all-day thing. So I'm filming a clip when I'm in the car going up to Liverpool. I film a clip when I'm getting out of the car in Liverpool. I'm filming a clip on the way to the Eurovision, but you know, sort of like documenting the whole day. And then maybe the last clip is when I return home in the early hours of the morning, which leads me on to another point. The plan for that Saturday, as of right now, is as follows. Me and my friend Peter don't live in the same town. We live about 15 minutes away from each other by car. I don't drive. Peter will drive to my house. He will get here at about 8 o'clock in the morning, if not slightly earlier. We are going to have loads of food with us, because we just are. We're going to be munching all the way up to Liverpool. We probably might stop off at 1 or 2 service stations. I am sure this is not of interest to many of you, but I'm saying it anyway. To get to Liverpool from where we live is anywhere between 2.5 hours to 3.5 hours, depending on traffic. Let's say about 2 hours 45 minutes. We've never been to Liverpool before. I've never really been to that part of England before, as a matter of fact. My friend Peter has driven past it or through it, I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, once we get there, it will probably be not far away from midday. We'll need some lunch. Where are we parking the car? Or more precisely, where is my friend parking the car? He doesn't know yet. And time is short to work out exactly where he's going to be parking his vehicle, because it's going to be a very busy day, of course. The car parks are probably going to be rammed, etc., etc. So I'm leaving that with him. He seems to not be worried about it. It is what it is. Once we arrive, we are going to make our way probably into the city centre, because hopefully we'll have a little bit of time to mill about before we head down to the Eurovision Village, which I want to say opens at about 2:30, something like that. So we'll have a few hours to spare to have some lunch and just get a general feel for how the day is going to pan out. We'll have a bite to eat. We'll go into the Eurovision shop that they've opened in Liverpool as well, which is fantastic. Maybe I'll be able to buy an official programme or something. That's what I'm looking for. And then we will take a leisurely walk after the food, after the shop, down to the pier head, and we'll take loads of photos and hopefully get some footage as well. And it will be my friend who's doing most of the filming, of course, because it's his phone. And then we're going to go into the Eurovision Village, and that's where we'll be, because I think once you're in it, you can't really leave it. And I mentioned in a previous video about food, and the reason I mentioned that is because I'm a fairly picky eater, and I'd like to know what food options are going to be around the Eurovision village, because, you know, I am going to want to eat at some point. Seems like a really picky thing that I'm even mentioning this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the plan once we're in the Eurovision village is to see what's going on. We know that there's going to be some performances earlier on in the day. That's fine. We're not massively interested in that. Obviously, the grand final is the big one. That's what everybody's interested in. And there's no seating really to speak of. So it is going to be standing. Hopefully the weather's going to be okay. I have a feeling it will be. So we're going to try and get a spot, maybe next to the water, but a great view. We're not going to move whatsoever. And we are hopefully going to absolutely have the most amazing time. I'm not even sure if you can bring a large flag. I probably won't do that anyway. I've got my Eurovision shirt that I can wear, so I'll try and blend in as best I can. Maybe some people who watch my videos will be there as well. That's fine. You can always send me a message in advance and letting me know that you're going to be there, and then obviously I can look out for you, or we could arrange perhaps even, you know, at a particular time of day to cross paths. I don't really know how it would work, but that's a possibility. And then obviously we're going to enjoy the show and the results. Now, the plan is to film a reaction to the results, the whole thing, maybe the jury votes as well, but I'm thinking more just the public votes as they come in. And it's going to be difficult because there's going to be thousands of other people around me, but hopefully I will get some sort of reaction. It is possible that that particular clip will be uploaded to YouTube first, and then the very same clip will form part of a longer vlog which will surface on my channel a week or so later. Like I said, I don't even know if there's going to be a vlog. We'll just have to wait and see. And then, we're not staying overnight in Liverpool. We're not even staying overnight in Manchester, which is where one of my friend's relatives lives. That was the original idea. No, we're coming back on the same night. So as soon as the results are in, as soon as hopefully Finland have won, we are out of there. And we're going to be going back to the car, and we're going to be coming home. So it's going to be the early hours of the morning by the time we're back. It's going to be a long, long, long day, particularly for my friend who's driving, but he says it's not going to be a problem. And so that's that. And then on the Sunday, once I feel a little bit more with it after a long day, I will go through the semi-final results, of course, in my own time, and I'll analyse them a bit, and I will plan my next video following on from the Friday video, which will be a review of the entire contest. And if it's anything like last year, that video will be about an hour long, so make sure you've got yourself a nice beverage for that one. And that's really it. That's the plan as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, anybody who's watching this video who might be going to the Eurovision Village for the grand final as well, maybe there's things that I don't know about that you think I should know about, so feel free to leave a comment about all of that stuff. Whatever it is, I'm starting to ramble really badly now. But yeah, this is just a very short video from me, sort of letting you know what the plan is moving forwards with regards to content on my channel, and indeed the day of the final and just after the final as well. Also, the blog. I haven't even uploaded blog posts about the Georgian or Italian entries yet. Will they surface? I really don't know now. The motivation just hasn't really been that high. And I don't know, I'm just enjoying the YouTube stuff a little bit more. So my blog might well be neglected for the first time in years with regards to Eurovision content at this time of year. It is what it is. I'm not really sure people read my blog anyway. I'm a little bit more active on Twitter, the Instagram page rahc.esc, which I co-run with Peter, and also my YouTube channel, of course. So I might just focus more on them rather than the blog. But I might still put some stuff up on the blog. I just don't know yet. It's all up in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, that's it. Rehearsals begin tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. And it's in stark contrast to a few weeks ago when I felt quite dejected because I couldn't get tickets for the grand final in the arena. Now I'm going to be as close to the arena as I can be. I'm going to be with one of my dearest friends. We are surely going to have an absolutely brilliant time. And it's going to be great years down the line, weeks down the line, to be able to say, okay, I wasn't in the arena, but I was there. I was in Liverpool on the day of the final, and it was absolutely sensational. So yes, I'm really looking forward to it. It's always good to have something to look forward to, especially if your life isn't the most eventful, and mine isn't really. So having this to look forward to is just wonderful. And I'm so glad my friend has agreed to do this with me, because I've spoken a little bit in the past about little flare-ups, rare flare-ups, but they do happen with regards to travel anxiety and confidence and that sort of thing. There's no way I would be able to do this by myself. There is just no way. So the fact my friend is coming with me is just wonderful. I cannot thank him enough, and I'll be thanking him more moving forwards as well. 2 weeks today, well, I will be there on the pier head with Peter watching the final. Who knows who will be taking to the stage at 8:30 this time on the 13th of May. I don't know. Maybe it could be Lorraine. Maybe she'll be drawn into the first half, and maybe that scuppers her chances. Oh, who knows? Anyway, enough. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay safe. Apologies if the quality wasn't that great, and roll on those first rehearsals. Until next time, bye for now.